Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It began as a promise of unity, faith, and a desire to demonstrate the strength of plural marriage. However, beneath the glittering facade of TLC's Sister Wives, betrayal, manipulation, and a shocking $823,000 deception would bring the entire Brown family to its knees once more. This time, Robyn Brown was at the center of the scandal. Once regarded as the youngest and most favored wife, Robyn's place in the family, and in Kody's heart, has long been a source of tension, but recent revelations have sent shockwaves through both fans and the fractured remnants of the Sister Wives empire. What was once whispered in fan forums and speculated across social media now stands exposed. A financial decision made behind closed doors, supposedly to benefit the family, turned into the very lie that finally splintered what remained of the Brown legacy. At the center of it all was a Flagstaff mansion, a luxurious purchase that allegedly cost $823,000, money that wasn't just used unwisely, but money that reportedly never should have been spent in the first place. This was more than just a bad financial move. It was also a betrayal that Kody, Robyn, and their so-called family vision had kept hidden until the truth became clear. According to insiders and several leaked financial statements, this now infamous purchase wasn't agreed upon by all the wives, despite Kody's insistence that everyone was on board. In fact, Janelle and Christine were allegedly blindsided, believing the family had committed to living modestly, paying off the land at Coyote Pass, and preparing for separate builds, plans that required every available dollar. Instead, Robyn and Kody used those funds, some claim even family-tied LLC money, to secure their sprawling dream home, complete with multiple bedrooms, lavish decor, and all the appearances of a monogamous lifestyle that spit in the face of what they had all agreed to years before. This purchase was Christine's final confirmation that Kody had no intention of remaining equal, and she had been growing increasingly distant from him. Janelle, who had remained trustworthy and practical, was kept out of the decision-making process and continued to live in an RV while Robyn settled in comfortably. Even though Mary was emotionally distant and often alone, she reportedly didn't have a say either. Her loyalty to Robyn was once unquestionable, but that trust deteriorated as more details emerged. The $823,000 figure wasn't just staggering, it was symbolic. It became the marker of everything that was going wrong: Kody's favoritism, Robyn's alleged manipulation, and a betrayal of the sisterhood the show was built upon. Even fans noticed the shift. As one commenter wrote on Reddit, "That house destroyed them. They were never the same after Robyn got it." The backlash began to hit TLC executives who had been making money for a long time from the drama in the family. Ratings may have surged temporarily due to the chaos, but the brand of Sister Wives, once tied to values of family, unity, and faith, was now synonymous with secrecy, conflict, and financial ruin. The biggest irony of all was that the Coyote Pass land, a dream for all wives to one day live together and create legacy homes for their children, remained mostly untouched. The $823,000 could have completed multiple builds. Instead, it bought a private mansion for Robyn and kept everyone else apart. In interviews, Kody maintained that purchasing the house was necessary because they were running out of time and had few rental options. But viewers and even former wives weren't buying it. During her final season, Christine questioned the purchase in public, pointing out that she was not even consulted. Janelle, who had loaned Kody money from the sale of her Vegas home, quietly seethed as the land she was promised remained barren. And Mary, growing colder, withdrew even more from the family structure, often seen alone or traveling independently. The fallout was irreversible. Christine departed. Janelle departed. Mary walked away. The last remaining wife, Robyn, had everything she desired: a legally binding marriage, her ideal home, and Kody to herself. But at what cost? Over the course of more than a decade, one big lie and a dream that was never realized cost them $823,000 and caused their empire to collapse. Worse still, New reports suggested that the money might have come from a shared family account set up for the development of Coyote Pass. This means that Robyn's house was not just her own, but it was also paid for by the sacrifices of the other wives. Robyn, who once cried about being a homewrecker and said she wanted sisterhood more than anything, had chosen herself with everything: money, time, and emotional investment. The $823,000 lie involved more than just real estate. It was about betrayal, misplaced loyalty, and the end of a plural marriage that had been going on for decades and promised equality, but ended in heartbreak. The financial strain forced the Brown family into emergency debt discussions, revealing that the land still had liens, tax issues, and unpaid balances. TLC production reportedly had to advance payments to keep the family afloat, further tying them to the toxic cycle of drama for profit that had replaced authentic storytelling. Robyn's mansion, once a symbol of security, became a scar on the family's collective memory, a physical reminder that the dream they all bought into had been hijacked by greed, favoritism, and delusion. Fans flooded forums and comment sections, with many calling for a spin-off featuring Christine and Janelle without Kody or Robyn. Others asked how Kody could sleep at night knowing he put one woman in a castle while the others struggled to pay for utilities or lived out of vehicles. The backlash wasn't just digital. Family members themselves began to speak out. Paydon, Christine's son, was vocal about his discomfort with Kody's favoritism and called out the family's financial inequality in several live streams. Even Gwendolyn, another of Christine's children, said that the house changed everything and hinted at the tension. According to insiders at TLC, the purchase of $823,000 will be the subject of upcoming tell-all episodes as well as possible legal audits. There's chatter that some wives may pursue civil action to reclaim funds they believe were taken without consent. If so, the battle may just be beginning. Robyn remains mostly silent, only addressing criticism in rehearsed, tearful segments that many fans now view as disingenuous. Kody, now no longer a patriarch but a husband to one, oscillates between anger and denial. "They left me," he told cameras, but as more viewers now say, he left them long before they walked away. He left them for a mansion, a fantasy, and the liar that $823,000 could somehow buy peace in a family whose foundations were broken. In the end, that figure came to represent the death toll of sister wives, the financial price of favoritism, the dollar sign attached to betrayal, and the exact amount it cost to destroy what once captivated millions. A family that is divided, a smaller fan base that is demanding accountability, and a mansion on top of Flagstaff soil that will always be known as the house that broke them, are all that are left.